Today I'm going to show you guys exactly how to leave space for artists on your beats. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe down below for more videos just like this. And without further ado, let's just get into it. But basically, the first thing I want to say about this is artist vocals sit in the middle of the beat. So you want to make sure that you leave space in the actual center. What I mean by the middle is like it's not coming out of specifically the left ear or the right ear. It's directly down the center. So when you make your beats, you want to make sure that you pan things to the left and pan things to the right and make it take up the whole space of the headphones, leaving the majority of the room in the mono, in the center of the mix. That way, when an artist hears the beat, there's inherently room for them to get on it, and they can start just, mumbling to themselves, getting ideas and getting inspired. So another thing that matters is going to be like tempo and then space within the actual melody. If the melody and the rhythm of that melody is too quick or there's too much going on, especially with one sound, you can't get any other ideas because all the ideas have already been put down. You have to leave some patterns for artists to actually use themselves. I can't use every good melody in a counter melody on an instrument because the main instrument of the song after the beat were to get sold to an artist would be the artist themselves. So yeah, I'm going to get this chord progression going a little bit more. That's better. Okay, I'm going to actually pull up a different sound for this. So when I'm making melodies, I basically just listen to it, and then like whatever I hear, I try to put down. So I'll pick a sound, and normally I'll hear something off of picking a sound, and then I can put something down, and then if I don't like that sound after putting a pattern down, I'll change the sound up, and then usually in the process of making the melody and just clicking notes in, I'll kind of hear other things that I want to add. So for this, I think I might actually shorten these just a little bit. And then another thing that's very, very important is the mix of the beat itself. So you don't want the melody to be too loud, you don't want the melody to be too quiet, you don't want the drums to be too loud, you don't want the drums to be too quiet. So there's sauce to get all this done properly, but I'll show you guys once I get some more sounds in here. Like now I have a pattern that I heard just off of that sound, and now I'm going to try switching that sound around to see if there's something that sounds better. Now, for the melody, for mixing it, as you add each layer, you want to make sure that it's sitting just below the drums. And you don't want you want to make sure each layer of the melody isn't too loud. So make it as quiet as it can be and then bring it up until it's at that volume. So like that. A little bit too quiet. That's good. And then when I bring this in, it's probably going to be way too loud because that's the volume I had it at before. Now you see how the drums are just right on top of the melody, but you can still hear the melody all the way through. One of the things that made mixing a lot easier for me was I was making beats with the actual, what I was hearing in the headphones way too loud. So I would just be making beats with the volume on the max, and I would be butchering my ears, and I regret it now, but the only thing I can do is, just do better in the future. So make sure that you're making it on a quiet volume, not just to protect your ears. When it's on a quiet volume, you can hear everything in the mix more. So let's say this is the cap volume that you're going to hit at, that your headphones are going to stop volume at, right here. If you have something in your beat that's louder than this, your headphones are only going to let you hear it at this volume. So it could be actually right here, and your headphones are going to let it play right here. That being said, if you were to go and play it in a car, the car's one might be a little bit higher. So if your clap is sitting right here and your 808 is sitting right here, and this is also where the cap is, if your 808 is hitting right here and your clap is hitting right here, and then the cap of the headphones is somewhere right in the middle, then relative to each other, they might sound exactly the same. However, when you go and take it into a different device and play it off of a different speaker, then that cap might be at a different amount. So that relative distance between the sounds is going to be more noticeable. So if you bring all the sounds in the mix down to where it's not clipping on anything, then you know that even if you play it on a different device, it's going to sound good. That is that whole spiel. I'm going to draw on the screen to make it easier to understand what I was saying. But yeah, back to the beat. lot of the times I like to do piano and just do like a little piano breakdown section, even if the beat isn't like a piano beat. I'll do like a little piano breakdown section or like a little guitar breakdown section, even if the beat isn't like that, just to give it like a little reset, before it drops again. Now, I'm going to send all this to the mixer channel, which is where a lot of the magic happens. Don't underestimate making everything sound better in here. I'm just going to play this. I'm going to single my sounds out one at a time, and I'm going to make them sound as best as they can individually. Then I'm going to play them all together, and I'm going to make them work with each other. This melody in these stereo headphones still sounds relatively in the center, but I've made some parts of the melody to the left, some parts of the melody to the right. That way, when the vocals come in right down the middle, it fits perfectly. A lot of this is just using your ears. Turn it down slowly until it sounds like your favorite song. Onto some of these sounds and just clearing up like right between like 700 and like 1500 hertz. Like 1000 to 1500 hertz. either soft clipper or I use this one, the TR5 Classic clipper, and then I put it on the soft clip preset. But soft clipper is totally fine too, or any other plugin you want to use. Now I'll just arrange the beat. And arranging the beat is another thing where it's one of the most important things for making an artist hear it and actually want to get on it is in the arrangement. So you want to have very clear and concise sections. One of the most common arrangements of beats nowadays would be like an intro and then a verse and then a chorus and then a verse and then a chorus and then an outro. So I'm just going to do that on this one. So I'll do a little intro here. It's going to be 8 bars. And then it's going to be a verse. It's going to be 16 bars for the verse. And then that was more than 16 bars that I just highlighted. And then it's going to be 16 bars for the chorus. And then it's going to be 16 bars for the verse again. And it's going to be 16 bars for the chorus again. And then it's going to be a little outro. So we'll go over here and get this started. So this is the intro section. And then right there, that's a good little intro. I'm just going to make it drop right into the chorus after that. And you want to have a very clear sound or something that makes the chorus sound different from the rest of the beat. The chorus has to be identifiable. I'm gonna make this serum part only play on the chorus. So we'll do that, and then we'll just copy this over and bring in all of the drums together. And then another thing I can do is make sure I can put no snare rolls during the chorus and just only put the snare rolls during the verse. So we'll hear this part right here and what do we think of this, if we need to add some variation here, whatever we need to do. And then from here it's basically, just another verse and then another chorus. And I'm also just hearing a different guitar rig on this, so I'm going to... And by the way, guys, this version of Guitar Rig 6, is absolutely free. So do with that information what you will. So then that was the intro right here. This is the verse that's playing right now. And I'll even do the kick out for that too. I'm going to switch this so that this part plays during the chorus. This synth that I have. So I want the chorus to feel bigger. And right there, it felt like it kind of dropped on the chorus. And then after this, it's just going to be a little outro. So I think what I'm going to do here is select this. I'm going to throw gross beat on here and put this at half speed because my halftime got deleted off my computer. Don't know where it is. Doesn't work for some reason. But anyways, I'm going to put, gross beat on it, half speed. And then I'm just going to select this area right here on the timeline, and I'm going to export the whole master out with that half speed. So it's 11 seconds. You can see cut remainder. And then I'll turn this little record button off, turn the gross beat off of the master, and then I can delete this part. So this is the chorus right here, and then for my outro, it'll go to this half speed. That's cool. And I'm just going to add an EQ onto that as well. Active right here and not active throughout the rest of the beat. that's cool. And then I'm also going to make an automation clip on the master volume. I'm just going to make it fade out during that little outro. I'm going to make it actually fade out more towards the end. Just curve it like that. And, yeah, I want to do a little transition right here just to make that outro sit a little bit easier. I want to do like that or something. And I'm also going to make this all stop right at this clap. Nice little cool outro there. Now, this beat I would say is done, but there's two more things I always check before I finish the beat, and that is I play around with the key of everything just a little bit, and then I play around with the tempo of everything just a little bit. So right here, I'm just going to grab everything, and I'm going to pitch it down 3, just because. What if it sounds better? Up, I'm just going to pitch it up 1. So I pitch it down 3, and then I'm going to pitch it back up 1. And then since I pitched everything down 3 and then up 1, I'm going to pitch this audio track I have here down 2. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a finished beat. If you learned something or found this video helpful, please drop a like below. It really helps me out. And if you want to check out my beat store, it's going to be the first link in the description. I got a free loop kit on there for you producers. And yeah, that's pretty much all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.